Good morning. Hi. Sorry, we're about a minute behind, but we're gonna go ahead and get started pretty much right away. Good morning, everyone. No props for this class, just your body weight. Good morning, welcome. Happy Saturday, welcome to your golden hour-ish. Just a word on that too, I've had a couple messages about varying lengths and durations of classes, live classes, recorded classes. If you ever have a request for a specific length of class or style of class or anything of that measure, please just reach out to me. I'm so happy to accommodate what your body is craving and what you think you need a little bit more of. And then as for the live classes, I'm not timing anything. I can't see a clock when I'm moving. Sometimes we move a little bit faster through our content. Sometimes we need to take a little bit more time. So those are gonna vary too. Hopefully not by much. I try to aim for the live classes to be around 40 to 50 minutes. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Happy Saturday. We're gonna come to the center of the mat and we're just gonna take the feet underneath the hips and start with a nice stretch. So inhale, reach the arms overhead, grab your right wrist with your left hand and then side bend over to the left. Rotate so that your shoulders are stacked, your chin is lifted, your neck is long, and think of bumping this right hip out to the side. You wanna try to make a half moon shape with the left side of your body. Inhale, reach a little bit longer through the arms. Exhale, and side bend over a little more if you can. Bring it back to center and switch sides. Grab that left wrist. Inhale and exhale, side bend over. Drop your shoulders down, pick your chin up, lengthen through your neck. Again, trying to bump that left hip out to the side, making that crescent moon shape on the right side. So if you can stretch a little bit further here. Good, and then bring it back to center. Release the arms, take a couple big circles, really loosening up that shoulder joint, and then reverse those circles. Good. Nice. Let's go ahead and bring the hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Draw the ribs in, lift the belly in and up. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep your knees and your hips where they are. And back to center, exhale, twist to the right. So we're just warming up the spine here. It's exhale the twist, inhale, return, exhale, twist, inhale, return. Come to center, inhale, lift your gaze up, find a back bend. Exhale, tuck your chin and round through your upper back, scoop your belly. Come back through center, inhale, back bend. Exhale, round over a giant beach ball in front of you. Good, one more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Good, and then back to center, release your arms. We're gonna find our Pilates stance. We're gonna bring the heels together and the toes a few inches apart. Trying to keep the heels connected as best we can as we move, but knowing that if lifting the heels up and off the floor bothers your hips or your knees, just keep your feet flat on the floor. Work from a place where you feel strong and stable. We're going to take our arms up to shoulder height, relax the shoulders back into their sockets, lifting the chin. Good, and we're going to float the heels up as we press the arms back behind us, squeezing through the glutes and through the inner thighs, and then we lower the heels and return the arms. So it's exhale, lift and press, inhale and return, and really try to control this. Don't let gravity, slam your weight back down to the mat. Try to make the slowest and most challenging part of the movement the return back to the floor, right? Try to keep those heels as close together as you can. We're just working on our balance here. Tap into those abdominals, pulling them in deeply to find that balance. Good, arms come up to shoulder height. Let's go for 4 more. And return. Good, 3, lift and squeeze. And return, here's 2. Lifting up a little bit higher if you can. Last one. Good, and now the hands on back behind the head. Notice if you're flaring the rib cage, arching in the back. Flatten your back, pull your ribs in, lift your belly in and up. Heels lift up off the floor, try to keep them connected here. Elbows nice and wide. We're gonna squat nice and low, finding a diamond shape in the legs, taking it down for 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it right back down. Notice I'm not pitching forward. To counterbalance, I'm trying to keep my hips and shoulders stacked. So I'm really trying to stay tall in the trunk of the body. Pull the belly and squeeze the thighs and glutes at the top. Down for 4, 3, 2, and lift. 3, 2, 1. Good, we take it down, down, down. Cover the heels, lift, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3 more, nice and slow. Warming up the legs, finding that balance. Nice work. Here's 2 down. Yes, you can. Stay upright in that torso. Last one here. And lift, lift, squeeze. Carefully release the heels and release the arms. Nice work. We're going to step to the back of the mat. Feet come underneath the hips, taking a big breath and reach the arms up. Chin to chest as we round down through the spine. Walk the hands out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank and hold. Options for plank are always come down to the knees, hug your heels in, shift your weight forward, or drop down to those forearms. We're not here for too long, but I want you to try to find the length and the strength in your body. So spread your fingers wide, press through the palms, pressing up in between your shoulder blades. Slight tug of your tailbone to engage your glutes, squeezing the back of the body, press back through the heels. Lift the belly in and up, away from the floor, and then breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, holding 10, 9, 8, 7, yes, you can push that floor away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop your right knee down. Keep everything else where it is. Keep your hips nice and square. So left hip shining straight down to the floor. Back is nice and flat. Lift the belly in and up. Keeping the hands pressing into the mat. Get light in the left toes, pointing through those toes. Good. Squeeze the glutes to lift up to hip height, and then tap the toes to the floor. So squeeze to lift and lower. And this is always one of those actions that could be really easy if we're just sort of swinging through the hip joint and bucking through the back and just using momentum. But we really want to find some resistance. So we're going to continue to squeeze through the glutes and reach so long, the legs pointing through the toes, that we feel the hamstrings and the calf working on the back of the body. Exhale to lift. You draw your belly in first before the weight of your leg comes up off the floor. Exhale, lift, squeeze and reach. Tap with control. Again, resistance. So really resisting all the way down. There's no need to hurry your movement. Rather, take your time, working as deeply as you can. Lift and squeeze and tap. Notice where your weight distribution is. Tendency is to kind of dump into your supporting side. So shift your weight back to center. Pick your chin up off your chest. Go for 4. Lift, squeeze, reach, and lower. For 3. Big squeeze and reach. 2. Hold it there. Now flex your foot. Your leg is up at hip height. We draw the heel in for 2. And exhale, reach and squeeze. So hamstring curl here. Notice if you started to arch in your back. Pull the belly in. Flatten the back as best you can. Good. Exhale, drag that heel through mud. And press away. Trying to keep that leg up at hip height as best you can. Flex strongly through that foot. Really try to tap into that hamstring. Pick the chin up. Draw the belly in. Good. Out for 2. And in for 2. Good. 3 more. Keep that leg up. Pull the belly in. Here's 2. And drag through mud. Last 1. Hold the bend in your knee. Point through your toes. Poke it up here. So pointing through the toes, trying to really hug that heel in nice and tight towards your glutes. Keep the rest of the body stable, working through that hip joint. Again, shift your weight back to center if you feel like kind of veering over to one side. Knees up at hip height as best you can. Big squeeze through those glutes. It's up and poke for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. Now flex through the foot again and stand. Getting a little bit deeper into that hamstring again. And really holding on to that deep work that you're doing there at the back of the leg. Again, flat back, pick the chin up, roll the shoulders down, and stand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold, point through the toes and lengthen your leg. It comes out to hip height. Now, option to bring your toes to the floor for a little bit more stability. Otherwise, we're gonna float our right hand back behind our head, elbows nice and wide, finding our twist. Inhale here. Exhale as we twist right elbow towards left elbow, keeping the hips square. Inhale and open up. So if you need to tuck your toes under and bring them to the floor, that's fine. We really want to focus on balance here. We want to focus on stability and rotating through that thoracic spine. So really isolating that rib cage, keeping the pelvis nice and steady. Keep the chin up. Go for 4. So good, so good. 3. Exhale to twist. And open. Here's 2. Nice work, you guys. Last one. And back to center. Plant your palm. Bend your knee. Drop your hips back to a quick stretch. Awesome work. Big inhale. Full exhale. Let's shift it back forward. Hands underneath the shoulders. This time we extend the right leg. Drop the right hip down. Keep that leg, the leg nice and long and the pelvis nice and square. Good, and then floating that leg up to hip height, reaching to the toes, then tap and exhale, lift. And again, back is nice and flat, belly is drawn in, think bringing your navel to your spine, so really lifting in and up. As you exhale, you lift, squeeze, reach for those toes. So as you lift, everything gets deeper and longer every time, and we take our time resisting all the way back down to the floor so that we're not releasing 100% of that contraction, right? We really want to hold on to every repetition and layer and build on that contraction, on that strength. And tap, return. Good. Pick the chin up off the chest. Neck is nice and long, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Go for 4. And reach and squeeze. Good. Nice strong plank in the rest of the body. Last 2. Good. Last one, hold it up. Now flex your foot, leg is up at hip height. We drag it in for 2 and reach it long for 2. Try to keep that back flat. Both of your hip bones, if they were headlights, they're shining straight onto the floor. Your belly is in so deep. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, keep the squeeze as you kick, flexing through that foot. Try not to lose height in that leg. Good, holding it up there. Good, and resisting all the way in and out. Exhale and press. And pull in. Good, keep 3 more. In for 2. And out for 2, big squeeze. In for 2. And out for 2, big squeeze. Good, holding it here. Point through the toes and poke it up. So we want to hug that heel close in towards your glutes. Trying to keep that knee up as close to hip height as possible. Pointing through those toes. It's a tiny range of motion. It's not a huge movement, but it's a deep, deep squeeze. Feeling right where the base of your glutes and your hamstring meet. Good, and then drawing the belly in and up, shifting your weight back to center, paying attention to the rest of the body. Good, poke up for 5, 4, hold on to it. 3, 2, holding there. Now flex your foot and stand it up. Just keep going, especially as you start to fatigue. You're starting to feel that work so deep in your muscles, and you press through. Use your breath. Exhale to stand it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, holding there. Point through the toes as you lengthen that leg. Option to tuck those toes under if you need to. Left hand comes behind the head. Inhale here. Exhale and twist. Bringing it right back. Exhale, left elbow to right elbow, looking over your right shoulder. And back. Take it slow. Good. And remember, tuck the toes under, bring them to the floor if you need to. Keep the hips nice and square. You have 3. And open. 2. Good. Last one. Back to center. Drop your palm, drop your knee, and sink your hips back. Awesome work. Big inhale. Full exhale. Amazing. Let's roll it up to seated. Drop your hips, swing your legs around, scooch up towards the top of your mat, extending your legs. Point through your toes today. Feel some stretch through the tops of your feet, through the shins. Stacking shoulders over hips. Reach those arms nice and long. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you tip your pelvis, right? So we tip the pelvis under, we scoop the belly, we kind of roll over that tailbone, we feel the core engage. From here we count 6 counts down to the floor, rolling down in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands are gonna come alongside you here. Stack your right, cross your right ankle over your left. So stacking right leg on top of left, cross at the ankles, squeezing the inner thighs together. Good. And then on an inhale, we're gonna prepare, press the back down to the floor. Lift that top leg, so that right leg up for 2, and exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift, so it's a slight turnout in that leg. You're slightly rotated. You're landing right on top of that left ankle. Good, trying to keep that leg nice and heavy. Lifting up for 2, back stays flat. So that's where the challenge comes in. It's super easy to sort of arch the back and let the back muscles do some of the heavy lifting. If we flatten the back, we're really asking the core to do much more for us. A modification is you'd always bend your knee and lift your thigh up and away. Let's go for 4 more. And slowly lower with control. Here's 3. Exhale, lift, chin is up. And lower with control. Last 2. And lower. Last one here. Good, so we hold that leg up. Give yourself a nice gentle hamstring stretch. We're gonna find this amazing combo move flow situation. So left leg is extended, and we're gonna press firmly through the left leg. We're gonna climb the tree, so hands come to the back of the right leg, 4 counts up. So we climb up, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the top, your spine is tall, your shoulders are stacked, your leg is long. We let that right leg float down to cross ankles. We keep the arms up and the spine stacked, and then we take it down, 4, 3, 2, on 1, the leg comes back up. So let's walk through it one more time slowly. We climb, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lower down with control, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. The leg comes up. We have 3 more rounds on this side. Exhale at 4, 3, 2. Pause here. Slowly lower your leg. Keep the spine tall. Roll down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, not rushing it, right? Lift, 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 and reach. Lower with control and take it down. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Climb. 3, 2, and reach. Lower with control. Take down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come back alongside you, separate your legs. Nice work. It's so fun to articulate the spine and work slowly through the core. Flex through your left foot and anchor through your left heel. Flip the right leg up again. So this right hamstring should be super warm, kind of lengthened. We've kind of done all we can to get this leg to stretch as best we can. Arms are going to come out to the side. Hips are going to stay glued to the floor. Low back stays flat. Inhale, draw your right big toe across the body, down, and exhale up. So leg circles here. And notice, right, my ribs are in toward the midline, my belly engaged. I'm not peeling my pelvis or my spine up, rocking back and forth. Everything in the trunk of my body is nice and still. My thigh bone is heavy in my hip socket, really challenging the stability of my core and my pelvis. And I'm reaching through my toes, lengthening through my leg. So I'm getting a lot of deep abdominal work, a great amount of stability work through the pelvis, and a nice stretch through leg. Good. One more this direction. Holding there at the top, now reverse direction. If your leg feels like it weighs 100 pounds right now, that's totally normal. I won't say it's okay, but I'd say it's totally normal. You're really working the lower body a lot today. Let's go for 3. Out, down, exhale up. Everything else is stable. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Nice work. Bend your knee. Hug it in. Release that hip. Good. It can get a little hip heavy as we start to fatigue. Those hip flexors want to take over and do the abdominal work for us. That's why we have to be so conscious of the way we're moving. But lengthen your right leg nice and long, and then stack your left ankle on top of your right. So squeezing the inner thighs together, low back towards the floor, palms come alongside you, pointing through the toes. Good, we lift it up nice and slow, and slowly lower with control. Good. So keeping everything else where it is. This leg is slightly turned out, but not too much, right? And we really want to control the lift and control the lower. Good. Exhale, press the low back down, lift the weight of the leg up using the abdominals. Good, so sometimes I even like to close my eyes and just picture like my hip flexors as a light switch, and I just want to flip it off. Turn those hip flexors off, turn those abdominals on. Press firmly for your palms. Good. And slowly lower. And 2 more here, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, ribs stay in. And last one here, good. Now let's hold up there. Give ourselves a nice little hamstring stretch. Keep the right leg nice and long, straight out from the hip. Good. Pointing through the toes, releasing through the back of that leg. And here we go on this side to climb the tree. So 4 counts up, we take it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. We reach, lower with control, crossing the ankles. Take it down. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, that leg comes right back up. Exhale to lift, climb 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach and slowly lower. Exhale, lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift and climb. Scooping belly. Keep the spine stacked. Lower with control. Exhale, take it down. 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Exhale, up, 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 and extend. Lower with control and take it down. 3, 2, and the leg comes up. 2 more. You've got this. Take your time. Scoop your belly. Anchor through your opposite leg. Good. Come tall at the top. Take your time. Back down to the mat. This is your last one, your best one. Crawl it up. 4, 3, 2, and reach. Lower with control and take it down. 3, 2, and release. Nice work. Separate the legs. Anchor through that right foot, flexing through that right foot, anchor through that right heel. Flip that left leg up again, pointing through the toes. Nice and warm here through the back leg. And again, a bend in the knee is always a good modification. Inhale, take your left big toe across the midline, and exhale, lift. So again, the pelvis is stable. Good, the low back stays nice and flat. The ribs draw in toward the midline. And sometimes I like to bring my hands to my rib cage and just kind of guide them in so I know they're not flaring out nice and wide. I know my back is flat. And then I'll take my hands to my hip bones and I'll just kind of explore how much they're moving. They're never perfectly still because even I'm always, improving my practice. But it's just nice to know where you are sometimes. One more this direction. Good, and then reverse. Inhale out. Down, exhale up. And again, if that leg is starting to feel like, oh my gosh, it weighs so much, that's normal. Good, we take it out. Down and exhale, lift. Out. Down and exhale up. Go for 3. Yes, you can. Really anchor through that right leg. Last 2. Good. Last 1. And bend that knee and hug it in. Release that hip. Amazing work. And just give it a nice squeeze to release. Let that right leg stay long and just breathe here. Awesome. We're going to take a bend to both knees and walk the heels in towards the glutes. So the knees and the hips are on the same railroad track. So knees and ankles are hips width distance. Arms are going to come out to the side. And we're going to start with a nice slow bridge. So inhale to prepare, flatten your back to the floor. Exhale to start to tip your pelvis and lift your spine up off the floor. Good, coming into your bridge. At the top, we'll take another inhale. And that exhale will carry us down 1 inch at a time until we find that flat back again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift, really articulating, really take your time here. This is not about how high you're coming in your bridge or how much you're squeezing your glutes at this point. It's really just about articulating your spine, massaging the back of your body, really exploring the length on the back of your body. Right? So much of our movement practice should be just simple awareness of where we are in space and what we're feeling. One more, nice and slow. Feels so good. I could stay here all day, but alas, we have other things to get to, right? So inhale and lift those hips up. Now staying nice and high to bridge, right? Shift your weight into your left foot and peel your right toes up so that the knee stacks over the hip. You have this nice 90-degree bend. If you start to feel this too much in your low back, you bring your hips to the floor and you just work from there as best you can, right? So keeping the hips level, inhale, tap the toes down, and exhale, pull. So I'm pressing firmly through the backs of both my arms. My fingers are spread wide. I'm pressing through my palms. I'm trying not to let my pelvis teeter-totter. So I decide I want to keep it level and I want to keep it lifted. I tap toes, exhale. So I'm sending my thigh away and I'm lifting my thigh back up, not just dropping my foot down, right? 3 more here. Tap and exhale, lift. Last one here, we hold it. Extend that right leg nice and long, nice warm hamstrings, right? So you can lift up 1 inch higher, inhale, lower down, and exhale, kick it up. So inhale, down, and exhale. Let's take it down for 2. Exhale, kick up on 1. So lots of energy here. Resist down, and kick it up. Hold the belly in deeply, you have 3. Good, and 2. Keep that pelvis up. Last one. Bend your knee, set your foot down, keep your hips lifted right away into the other side. So shift it into the right foot, peel the left toes up. We tap to the top of the mat and lift. Tap and lift. So again, you can take a break or find a modification by dropping your hips. Otherwise, your hips are high, your abdominals are deeply engaged to protect your lower back. Chin is up off your chest. Good, sending your thigh bone away. And exhale, lift, resisting the entire time. 2 more here, you've got this. Good, last one. Hold it up, extend that leg, toes to the sky. Inhale, lower for 2. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Good, lower and lift. Chin stays up off the chest. And breathing, find that stability. 3. Inhale, down. Lift, last one, you've got this. Bend your knee, set your foot down, lift those hips, take a big breath in. Exhale as slowly as possible, massage your spine all the way down to the floor. Pull your knees in, rock side to side, massaging your low back. Amazing work. All right, we're gonna extend that left leg, keep hugging that right knee in. Bring your left hand to the inside of your right knee and your right hand to the outside of your right ankle. Lift your elbows high and wide and curl your shoulder blades up off the floor. So nice strong stance here in this posture. The back of your neck is long, but you're looking forward down towards your navel. Float your left leg up at a challenging angle. Exhale, scoop your belly, lift your chest towards your thigh, and then we switch. Nice and slow and controlled for the first couple rounds. So the right hand comes to the inside of the knee, left hand comes to the outside of the ankle. Good. And we exhale, switch. And inhale, exhale, switch. Good. And we pull and pull. So again, here we want to start to speed it up just a little bit, but we want to maintain that stability. So notice I'm not side to side here. My legs are coming straight out from the hip and straight back in. My chin is up off my chest. Good, my elbows are lifted. My back is flat. If you need a modification, you drop your head, neck, and shoulders, and you bring your legs up a little bit higher. And good, let's go. 4, 6, and pull. 5, and pull. 4, pull. 3, yes you can. Good. 2. Last one, each side. Now both knees come in, hands to either shin. Curl yourself up into a nice tight ball. Lift your elbows. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back, your legs forward. Exhale, scoop and pull everything in tighter and higher. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop and pull. So keeping legs together. How low of an angle can you reach? Keeping your back nice and flat. And again, your modification, head, neck, and shoulders come down. Back stays flat. Legs are up at a higher angle. You have 4 more. Inhale, reach. Squeeze the legs together. Good for 3. And exhale, pull. 2. Last one. Hold it and scoop that belly. Hug everything nice and tight. And slowly release the head. Nice work. Move your head side to side, stretching out your neck. Amazing. Hands to the shins. Curl the shoulder blades up. Start to rock along the length of your spine. Massaging the back of your body. Building a little bit of momentum to come to the top of the mat. We're going to swing ourselves around and come down into our belly to get some prone work in. Yay! So coming down onto the mat, bring your legs about hips width distance behind you, fully extended, and then send your hands behind the small of your back, interlacing your fingers. If you have tight shoulders, you could always use a yoga strap, a towel, or just bring your hands as close as they can get without straining your shoulders or your neck. And I misspoke. Let's bring our legs together, actually. So bringing the leg together. Interlacing your hands behind you. Walk your hands up to your mid-back, so above your tailbone. Rest your left cheek on the floor. So shoulders are down away from the ears for our double leg kick. We're going to flex our heels. We draw them in towards the glutes. We kick 2 times. Then on the inhale, we're going to extend the legs and arms as we lift chest, bring our gaze through center. My legs are floating up off the floor. My shoulder blades are squeezing together. Good, and then on an exhale, I draw my right cheek, immediately bend my knees, and kick in 2 more times. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, back, kick, kick. Inhale, lift like you're flying. Exhale, kick, kick. Inhale and lengthen. We kick, kick. Hamstrings and glutes there. And kick, kick. We have 1 more each side. You can find a little bit more lift every time you come through center. Good. Now holding through center. Send your right arm forward, your left arm forward. Draw your shoulders down, away from your ears. Keep your legs lifted here. Chest is hovering above the floor. Lift and lower. Lift and hover. Good. So the neck is nice and long. Chin is up off the chest. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower for 4. You've got it. 3. Nice. 2. Holding there, shoulders down away from the ears. Now start to swing the arms and legs. Doing your best to keep your hip bones glued to the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. So again, not so much about speed, more about stability. And you're breathing the entire time. Chest is up, chin is up. Swim for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest your left cheek down on the floor. Bend your knees. I like to windshield wiper my feet back and forth. Switch cheeks, right cheek to the mat. Just kind of work it out a little bit. And then we're going to roll right over to our side, coming up onto our forearm for a short side series. So hopefully y'all are still with me. I'm definitely building a little heat in the body. My legs are stacked here at ankles, knees, and hips. I'm up on my forearm, elbow underneath the shoulder, top shoulder rotated open, lifting through the side body. Let's bring that top leg up to hip height. Let's hover and return. Hover and return. So we're anchoring through that bottom leg, lifting through the side body. Imagine you're in a side plank here in the side body. So really actively pushing up and away. Chin is up, neck is long. And I'm not kicking and dropping. I'm lifting and lowering, and there is a difference, right? Exhale to lift, inhale to hover. Try not to release the weight all the way down. Just come to hover for 4. Good, and 3. Here's 2. Now hold up there at hip height, reaching through your toes, circle forward and around. And just like we did with our other leg circles, we want to maintain stability in the rest of the body. So we're really just working through this leg. We're firing up the quads, the glutes, and really working through the core to help stabilize everything else. Good, hitting that same circle every time. Notice if you've lost height in your leg, try to keep it up at hip height. Go for 3, 2, hold it there, circle back and around. Press through that bottom leg. Good, notice if you're sinking your shoulder, push up and away. You're still in that side plank in the upper body. Circle 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now we're gonna bend into that top knee and set the tippy toes right in front of that bottom leg. Float the bottom leg up. Bring your hand down for a little bit more support. And we're gonna kind of swivel. So we're gonna tap it front and tap it back. So that bottom leg is moving, that top leg is moving, maintaining the shape in the top leg. So we're really kind of working through the upper waist here. Again, notice if you're sinking, press up and away, hold yourself up tall. Go for 4, and 3, 2. Last one, that bottom leg stays nice and long. Let's drop that top leg, knee in line with the hip. Send that leg nice and long here. Almost done. We're just gonna lift and lower. So this leg is gonna feel again like 100 pounds. If you need a little extra support, bend your bottom knee. Good, and that'll help support you. You're not here for long though. You can do it. Go for it for 5. Nice. 4, exhale to lift. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Go ahead and bend both knees. Press yourself up and swing your legs around. Aligning yourself with the back edge of your mat, coming down onto your forearm, legs float to the top corner. You're stacked at ankles, knees, and hips. Float that top leg up to hip height. Good. Lower to a hover and return. Lower and return. Good. So again, not letting gravity or momentum take over here, trying to find that resistance. Not letting the weight of that leg drop all the way down, but really finding that hover, staying in that challenge zone. Shoulders are stacked, chest is open, chin is lifted. You got this. And hover. Reach through those toes, squeeze through those glutes, really try to engage every inch of that leg. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold at hip height, circle forward and around. So we're anchoring through that bottom leg, reaching through all of the toes, and we're really pulling the belly in and up to maintain our stability here in the rest of the body. I'm taking my time with these circles. I'm letting that leg be heavy. I'm reaching through those toes. Circle 4, 3, 2, holding there. We circle back and around. Try not to lose height in that leg. Notice if you dip down. Check in with the rest of the body. Press up and away from the floor. Chin is up. You've got this. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into that top knee and then set your tippy toes right in front of your bottom leg. Flip the bottom leg up. We tap it back and tap it forward. Good. So we're working the inner thigh, holding this bottom leg up. We're staying stacked in the shoulders, feeling the obliques work a little bit here. Drive belly in deeper if you can. Tap and tap for 5 and 4. You got it. 3, 2, last one. Good. Drop that bottom leg down. Drop that top leg down and extend that top leg. Press up and away from the floor. Lift and lower. Good. You've got this. Straight out from the hip if you can. Notice if your leg's all the way back here. Try to get more out of it by bringing that weight forward. Bend that bottom knee if you need a little bit more support. You've got this. Exhale, lift and lower. Go for 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Amazing job. We're going to flip it right over to our tabletop and we're going to finish here in our tabletop plank. So walk these back underneath the hips. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Your back is flat like a table, right? You draw the belly in, flatten the low back, chin is up off the chest. Let's hover the knees up off the floor just a few inches. Try to keep your pelvis stable. Circle the knees to the left and around. To the left and around. So we want to press up in between our shoulder blades. We want to keep the chin up off the chest. The belly's pulled in deep. I'm not swinging through my pelvis. I'm sort of swinging my femur bone, my thigh bone around in that hip socket. So really just challenging my core here, my stability to the left and around. Slow it down. Keep that chin up. Circle 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Now reverse that circle. Holding in stillness is always an option as well. Finding a forearm plank, finding a traditional plank, whatever challenges you and works best for you. This is it. You're almost done. Circle 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold in center. Press the floor away. Flatten the back. Pull the belly in and up as deeply as you can. Good. Press back energy through your heels and through your palms. Crown of the head reaches forward. Chin is up. Breathing deeply. You have 10, 9, 8. Yes, you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and right away, hips come up. Nice work, you guys. Walk those feet back. Find that down dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big inhale. Full exhale. Amazing. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knees, shift your weight forward. Step your right foot through between your hands. Drop your left knee down, and then just come on up to a nice low lunge stretch. So your heel is underneath your knee. I'm sinking my left hip forward. Just trying to find some space there through the front of the left hip. I'm gonna bring my left arm down towards the floor and reach my right arm up and over. So nice side body stretch. Exhale, pull my belly in to lift right back up to center. Take my arms out nice and wide. Twist over towards my front leg. Left hand can come to the outside of that right thigh for an easy twist. Good. And then bringing it back to center. Hands come down to frame your foot. Shift your weight back. Flex through your foot. Nice hamstring stretch here. It was a very hamstring friendly class today. So let's stretch it out and breathe. Pull that right hip back so that the hips are square. Flex through your foot, so pull your toes towards your shin. Feel the release here through the back of the leg. Notice if you're collapsing in your upper body, lift your heart up and bring your gaze forward. Big inhale and exhale. Bend into your knee. Send your hands to the inside of your foot. Sweep your leg around. Palms come forward. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips. Finding that down dog. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, step it through, left foot in between your hands. Carefully drop the right knee down. And then rise up into your low lunge. And again, sinking that right hip forward, shoulders stacked over the hips, and just finding some space there. Carefully release the right fingertips towards the floor and exhale, side body stretch. Left arm comes up and over, pick the chin up. Stack the shoulders, big breath in. Exhale, use your core to bring yourself back up to center. Arms come wide. Inhale here and exhale, twist. Hand can come to the outside of the thigh. Drop the shoulders down and breathe. Keep sinking that hip forward. Good, and come back. Hands frame your foot, flex through your heel. Shift your weight back. Draw your left hip back. Hips are nice and square. Peel your toes towards your shin. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Big breath in. Full breath out. Nice work. Bend into your knee. Shift your weight forward, plant your hands. Sweep your leg around. Tuck toes under, lift hips up and back. Pedal up through your heels. Good. Melt your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Carefully bend into your knees. Slowly walk your feet up towards your hands. Hang out here in your standing forward fold for just a second. Drop your head. Shake it yes, shake it no. Let gravity do some of the work. Finding space in the body. Keep up bending your knees. Keep your arms long and your head heavy as you inhale. And slowly roll up to standing. Coming to the center of your mat. Taking a big breath in, reaching those arms up. Exhale, hands come down in front of your chest. One more time, big breath in, fill yourself up. Exhale. Pause for just a second. Take a minute to thank yourself and to thank your body for all of your hard work. Thank you for being here. Hope y'all feel great. And I can't wait to see you for the next live class. Thank you guys so much. Stay happy. Bye.